Hello guys, welcome to another YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll give you 10 most helpful tricks to start using your MacBook or Mac OS. If you are a starter or if you have reinstalled your Mac OS, it's very necessary to declutter your Mac and also set it up to your priorities. Because since you are using your MacBook on daily basis, it should be very necessary that it is super fast and user friendly for your usage so that you can finish your work faster. The first one, what I'll tell you is using the Finder. When you go to the Finder, you find the settings. Under settings, you can tick mark what are all you have to see on your desktop. See, if I click on the hard disk, it will show me the hard disk. I have unchecked it. You can also show the connected servers. In this way, you can see through that what has to be shown on your desktop. If I connect any external disks like pen drive or external hard disk, it will show on my desktop. I have done the tick mark over here. Then you can set the sidebar. Sidebar is the one which opens when you open the Finder over here. So this is the sidebar. You can see the favorites and then you have tags. So here you can see which you have to see. Like I have clicked on the recents AirDrop. If you have an iPhone, you might be transferring your files through AirDrop. So whenever an AirDrop comes to your laptop, you must be able to receive it easily, use it easily. Then you can check on applications. Then you can check on desktop, documents, and downloads. Downloads is the folder over here uh, with which most of the things will be getting downloaded from the internet. Either you use Safari or Chrome until you change the folder. The default folder where the data will be downloaded from the internet is the downloads folder. So make sure that it is there on your sidebar. Then, if you have any custom folders like AYC recordings, I created here. There is a custom folder I have created myself by just right clicking and making a new folder. You can also show them. If you want to access your folders for faster working, you can also show them here like by clicking on the folder name. Once you click the folder name here, it will be appearing here like this. And when you click on this, you will see the folder. This is not a folder exactly, this is the user files. Actually, you can also add the custom folder. Then you can also have access to the music libraries, movies, pictures, whatnot. Okay. Then you can also enable locations like iCloud Drive. I will disable it. I'm not using the online iCloud Drive. Then you can have access to your hard disks, external disks, all those things. Then you can also show the recent tags. Okay. By this way, you can customize your Finder so that it will be very easy for your use. Then you can also show all the file name extensions. File name extensions are in such a way that if you are using a photo, you will have extensions like JPEG and PNG for a transparent file. And if you're using Word document or Excel, you will have extensions like .doc, .xlx, all these things. So if you want to see which file is this, then you can show the file name extensions. I'll tick mark this here. Then my logo AYC will have an extension next to the name. You can disable it if you don't want to show it. And you can also tick mark remove items from the bin after 30 days so that once you delete your files, it will be automatically deleted from the recycle bin and you don't have to manually do it. See, if you are deleting your file from the MacBook and it will go to the recycle bin, it will still use your storage. So your storage is not free yet. Once it is completely deleted from the recycle bin, then only the storage will be left free. So make sure that it will be deleted after 30 days. You can also sort folders automatically in Windows when sorting by name or on desktop. So you can check all these things on yourselves to arrange your Finder in a more sophisticated way that you will work faster. The second most thing you need to do is change the wallpaper. I have already done it. I have created a new user in the name of AYC, another YouTube channel. Once you create a new user or once you reset your MacBook, you will have the default wallpaper. You can change your wallpaper in two ways according to me. One is by right clicking and clicking on the change wallpaper. When you're trying to change the wallpaper, you will have a lot of options. The first option is whether to stretch to full screen or whether to fill the screen through that wallpaper or to the center. When you keep the wallpaper to the center, you can also adjust the colors, like the remaining colors will be either white, black. So according to the tone of the wallpaper, you can set the color. See, my AYC logo, another YouTube channel logo it does not have any background. It's a PNG. So I have set the black background below the wallpaper. So it looks very nicer and decent. So you can also change the wallpaper over here like this. So I'll show you how does it work. It should be done in a minute. If you change the wallpaper, you can try to add the look and feel you want. You can also use custom colors like this as your background. This is a wallpaper which is there in the settings, but it is still on the internet, so it should be downloaded before I can use it. It's not yet downloaded, so it's taking a while, so it's not changing. If you click on the downloaded ones, it automatically changes. I'll come back to the my original wallpaper. So if you have a couple of wallpapers of your choice which is downloaded from the internet, you can add the specific folder here, and from the folder you can select a couple of wallpapers which you want to showcase in your desktop. So this is very easy. The second method of accessing the wallpapers is by going to the system settings and going to the wallpaper section here. The settings are same as before, so I don't want to explain it again. And one more special feature when it comes to wallpaper is auto rotating colors. So you can auto rotate colors hourly basis or daily basis, or you can set it to every 30 minutes. You have a couple of options here. So each time when you are logging in, you can have multiple colors if your mood keeps on changing based on the colors. So this is quite interesting feature which is also been there for a while. The third important thing you have to do when you are setting up your MacBook is to think about who is using your MacBook. So if you and your friend or if you and your family member is using your MacBook or if you're giving the MacBook to your child, you can have multiple users over here. Here you can go to users and groups. Here I have my main uh, account which is named as Anish PV. So this is the main account connected to the iCloud Drive, and another YouTube channel is a normal account which is not connected to the iCloud Drive. It's just a local account where I record the videos of this channel, and it doesn't have any much of the files. It is free from clutter. So you can create as many users as you want, but as you keep on growing the number of accounts, the laptop gets slower and slower. So be specific who wants to use this laptop for what purpose and create those accounts and declutter your MacBook. If you give your own account to use for somebody else, the searches, everything will be saved and you'll get confused. Your work will get slower. So maintain a habit of having two accounts if two members are using the MacBook. Next thing you want to do is setting up the dock. Dock is an area where you will have all the shortcuts to access your applications. So when you set up your dock over here, desktop and dock, you can increase or decrease the size of the dock. Then you can also set the position of the dock. If you want to keep it in the right, left, or bottom, wherever you want to, you can keep it as per your convenience. You can change the effect of the dock. You can change it to scale and genie effect. You can also change how window will zoom when you double click a title bar. And you can also automatically hide dock like this. Whenever you hover here, then only the dock will appear, otherwise it will be hidden. You can also change the animation of opening applications. If you click on this show indicators for open applications, an indication like this, a dot will be shown. If you uncheck this or if you turn off this, that indication will not be shown. If you keep this open, you will know which application is open now. It's easy for you to switch between the applications and see through that this app is open or not. And you can also uncheck if you don't want to show which app you have recently opened. If it should not be shown on the dock, you can untick this so that the recently opened application will not be shown in the dock. So you can also set when to see the menu bar and when to hide the menu bar. In full screen applications, if it is disturbing, you can hide the menu bar. Menu bar is the one which is this, where you will see the clock, the battery icon, and everything. And you can also set how many things to be shown in the menu bar. In Windows and applications, you can also use tabs while opening documents in full screen, so it is very easy to switch between the tabs. When you are writing or reading a document, and if you are closing them accidentally, then it should be very important to say a dialogue that whether to save that document or not, so that it will keep the changes when you are accidentally closing the documents. If you click this on, it is very safe for you to save the changes while closing the documents. When you're quitting an app, if you're forcefully quitting or if you're normally quitting the app, the window will be closed automatically while you check this option. And you can see here I am running the latest beta version on my MacBook Pro Ventura 13.0 beta version. So in this beta version, we have an option called Stage Manager. You can turn on the Stage Manager so that when you open multiple applications and switch between them, you can see the open windows over here like a stage. You can switch between the apps very easily. So this is a very useful feature in macOS Ventura, which will be released either tomorrow or in the coming days. Tomorrow is September 7. We have an Apple event tomorrow. I'm also eagerly waiting for that to see the new iPhone 14 models, guys. And along with this, I'll also show you how to open the applications in the full screen mode. See, if you have opened the Safari, it will open like this in a small window. Then you have to, for any applications, guys, you have to just open the application you want to use in full screen mode. Then you have to click on the full screen button. Full screen button will always be green button like this. If you hover on it, it will show you a couple of options, like either you can put the window to the left if you're using the multiple windows, or if you want to use this application on the full screen, it is shown like this, enter full screen, so that the application enters the full screen. As I already told you, when you are using the application on the full screen mode, this menu bar will be automatically hidden. If you want to switch back to the normal screen, like you can click on this, it will get back to the normal position. To start multitasking with split view, you just have to click on the green button, or you just have to hover on the green button like this, and you have to put the window on the right or left screen where you have to use it. System settings cannot be used with the split view. The next thing I want to tell you is setting up your trackpad. Guys, if you are a pro user, yeah, setting up your trackpad is a very important thing. First thing you have to do while you set up your MacBook, because if you don't use a Bluetooth mouse like me, and if you are a trackpad user, it is very important that the work gets faster and faster. You can change the tracking speed, like too fast or too small. See, if you set it default, you can see the trackpad is moving very slowly and your work gets slower. So I'll always prefer to keep it between the fast and medium so that it is very common for me to use. And you can use the click, how much pressure you want to put on your trackpad to enable the click. So I always keep it at the lighter side, like feather light. Just hitting it will make it a click. You can also change the haptic feedback and more. And one of the most used thing is multi-touch gestures you have to use with your trackpad, that you have to change here. You can also enable tap to click. If you just tap on the trackpad, it is like a click now. If you enable the tap to click. When you enable tap to click, secondary click will always be tapping with two fingers. Like if you tap with two fingers, it will enable the secondary click. And you can set up your scrolling and zooming. How does your scrolling should be like, whether it should be natural scrolling. Natural scrolling is the one when you swipe up with your fingers, the pages will also be swiped up. Reverse scrolling is the one when you are scrolling up with your fingers, the pages will come down. So here, if you pinch with two fingers, it will zoom in or zoom out. If you double tap with two fingers, it is smart zoom. If you rotate with two fingers, the content will rotate. You can also set more gestures if you're a pro user like me. To swipe between the pages, I always use swiping left or right with two fingers. If you're swiping between the full screen apps, it's very easy to swipe with three fingers. You just have to remember this, guys. You can also change the factors like as per your convenience, but I use it like this. Okay. So you can also swipe left from the right edge with two fingers to open the notification center. If you spread with the thumb and three fingers like this, it will show you the desktop. If you pinch in, it will bring back the application you were last using. If you pinch with the two fingers like this, nothing will happen as of now because we have not set anything. You can also set up a Bluetooth trackpad, or you can connect your mouse for the easy use case. The next setting I want to tell you is about opening a note for a quick note taking. Go to the bottom right corner of the desktop and click here to open a quick note. This is a very good feature for a person like me who is sitting in a meeting, somebody is telling something which is very important. I don't have my diary and pen, then I can quickly come here, click here to open a new note and start typing, guys. So, hello friends, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? So like this, you can quickly take notes. When you right click on any application and quit, it will be completely closed. And you have to set your control center for the better usage, because control center is the main uh, stream functionality you will be using, whether to turn off Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirDrop, anything. So from here you can also turn off your storage manager, you can also start screen mirroring, you can also set up your focus modes. So it is very important thing that you set up your control center right. So once you go to the system settings and control center, you'll have a lot of options here, which option to show in the control center and which option to hide in the control center. And you can also set up your menu bar over here, so that which options to show in the menu bar. Most of the times we look at our battery symbol and we don't understand on which percentage we are in. So you can show the battery percentage over here so that it will show you how much percentage of battery is left, whether it's the time to connect your charger or not. Then you can also have your user accounts shown on the menu bar so that you can easily switch between the user accounts. You can also show it in the control center. You can also adjust your keyboard brightness from the control center as well as from the menu bar. So it is very convenient for you to control the brightness of the keyboard like this. So the reason why I'm setting all these things in the beginning is because when I use my MacBook Pro on regular basis, on daily basis, I want my works to be done flawlessly, very faster, without wasting any of my time. So I will be knowing all the things where it is. I don't have to search for things in the day-to-day usage. So in the clock also you'll have a lot of options, like you can set the analog clock, you can set the digital clock, you can also set whether to show AM, PM or not. So it's up to you guys, it's your convenience, because I am a guy who don't regularly recollect which time of the day it is if it is set to 24-hour clock. So I am a guy who is used to follow the AM, PM method, so I set my clock like this. And if you have a couple of reminders to remind your day in, like if you want to yourself to get a notification about the time of the day, then you can also tell your MacBook to announce the time like this on the hour or once in a half an hour or every 15 minutes. It can announce the time for you. You can also customize the voice like this, and you can also customize the speed of the voice. So this is how you set up your announce the time using the settings. So once you set up your control center right, it is very easy for you to do your day-to-day task without getting yourself lost in the system settings. You have a lot of options to change over here according to your needs. There are a lot more tricks you can try on your Mac and master your Mac in minutes, but using these tips is more than enough to get you started. So once you have got these beginner macOS tips down, it's time to start developing into some of the apps that come with your Mac, like Safari, Notes, Music, Maps, and other stuffs, which will be shown to you in the upcoming video. So stay tuned to see which are all the inbuilt application which your MacBook Pro brings in towards you and how to use them efficiently. Until then, stay cool, keep watching another YouTube channel. If you like our content, keep commenting, keep sharing our video and subscribing the channel, and also comment below which how-to video you want to see next. See you in my next video, guys. Bye bye.